Hey, welcome to a very special edition of 617 Live. I'm your host with the most, Twhitlow. Now you ask what makes this episode so special or different from the rest, right? Well, what makes it so special is this episode is called Boss Lady, and we'll actually be talking to some of the hottest females handling their business in the entertainment industry. All right, guys, we're actually going to swing over to the Urban Hang Suite, which is actually every Thursday at the Vault, which is located in Randolph. Now, if you guys missed that last Thursday, you guys missed a hell of a party, I have to say. The whole 617 Live crew was there, and if you forget where the place is or what actually the day it takes place on, make sure you check out 617live.tv. That's www.617live.tv. All right, check out this clip. We'll be right back. Well, back to the topic at hand, which is Boss Lady. Again, we're talking to some of the hottest females handling their business in the entertainment industry. And I want to introduce my guests. On today's show, we have Lisa from Styles Productions. Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. And we also have Miss Toya as well from Stylistas.
Yeah.
How are you?
Very good, thank you.
Well, let's get this. We're gonna jump right in, guys. So I hope you're just as excited as I am, because I'm extremely excited for this show. So I guess we'll start off with you, Lisa. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, I am an event planner, and I do fashion shows, special events, weddings, events along those lines.
Okay. Now, I know you also do some choreography as well.
Yes.
For the fashion shows.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
So it's the entire production for the fashion show, so it's not just pulling all the looks together, it's really choreographing the scenes and pulling the music and the designers and hair, makeup and everything, and really putting on a production.
I hear you.
For the show.
And you also find models as well.
Yes.
You hire the models. You have auditions.
Yes.
You do a little bit of everything. You outsearch the designers.
Yes.
Definitely don't leave anything out.
Also, just any type of event, special event.
I hear you. All right. Well, we'll shoot over to Miss Toya from Stylistas. Same question applies for you, honey. Tell us everything you do. Okay. You wear many hats.
Yes, I do. My beret today, as you see. Well, you know, primarily I work, the name of my company, I'm sorry, is Stylistas, and I work as a publicist for artists in the industry. I do work with 3 people right now, clients that I have underneath my company. I have RJ, who you may see do his thing a little bit later today on the show. And I have also a group of women who I'm actually a part of by the name of Street Queens. And it's 8 women in 8 different cities, and it's a collaborative. And we work together for social change and women empowerment. So it's very interesting, but my role as a publicist for them is to reach out to media and exposure for the artist or for the, the client. And also clothing drives and, different things just to show that we support and that we understand and we care, because I have a lot of experience in the industry in Boston and outside of Boston. So I just wanted to bring all the talents that I have to the Street Queens and be able to, help promote social change. That's my biggest thing.
I like that. Yeah. I like that. That's so ideal.
We encourage everyone. What we say is we have ambassadors, but we really encourage women to, listen to the show and get involved in your city. We do have a woman in LA. Her name is Miss Fallon. She's a stylist. She's a stylist to the stars, and that's her job. She runs a company called Fallon Marketing, and she does her thing out in LA really big. And then we have a woman actually here from Worcester by the name of Felicia Sabri. She's in Music Mania, and it's just, we have Georgia, Ohio, Maryland. Just women in the industry, but we all work together for a purpose.
Nice, nice. So we'll definitely have to turn that unity cross country, definitely to the city as well, and make that happen here.
Very important.
For you, Lisa, now I know you actually just wrapped up a comedy show last night.
Poetry.
Poetry. I'm sorry, actually the
HBO.
Deaf Poetry, from HBO. So that's awesome. Kudos to you for that.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about how you decided to take that turn from fashion into doing comedy shows and things of that nature.
That's an interesting question, because I'm actually contacted, obviously, get the business out there through word of mouth. But I do have people, who may recommend me for any other kind of event. So the special events thing really come into play with that. For this event we had last night, it was HBO's comedy, HBO's Def Poetry Jam. We had Black Ice, who came down and performed.
Nice.
We also had China Black, who is a backup singer for Jill Scott.
Okay.
She's also performed with Erykah Badu and a lot of those artists. So she performed as well. And pretty much what they wanted was, they wanted some models to come down and kind of host the event. You know, so what I did was I contacted one of the local designers that I work with, Project Couture, and got some looks together, and we styled two females and 2 males. Got some hair and makeup people together, and we just kind of made them look fabulous. They went around and they asked people how they liked the event, and pretty much hosted the event.
Nice, and so, you pretty much always have those people in your back pocket.
Yes.
From hair to makeup to designers to everything.
And I think that's one of the reasons that you know, I wanted to start the business, was I love networking, and I love, you know, giving the hand, helping everyone else out as well. So, you know, if you need something or she may need something, I would be that middle person to pull everybody together.
Nice, nice. Now, since you pretty much touched on that, was that mainly the motivation behind you starting your company? Just you liking to network and be out and about and meeting new people?
Yes. A lot of it is, yeah, based on that. But, you know, I love to plan. It could be anything. It could be a gathering at my house. I love planning. And, you know, I went to school for fashion. So it just happened to, okay, how can I put these two together?
Yeah.
And that's when I started the company.
Nice. Now, same thing goes for you as well. What made you decide to start your company? Because you have 2. You have the publishing company that you do.
Yeah, I work as a publicist. Actually, you know, I went into business for myself, so my main company is Stylistas. That's what I'm focused on now.
That's the umbrella.
Yeah, that's the umbrella. I think my motivation was, you know, working around the industry and collaborating with people and helping them. But then one day I sat down and I said, I have all this experience and all these different, you know, things. Why can't I pull it together and make it work for me? You know what I mean? Because like I said, I have worked with a lot of different people in Boston, and I was working, producing a musical, a hip-hop musical, at one point called One, and I got to meet a lot of incredible people, and I just love it. It's really fun. So that's why I said, okay, I can do this for myself. I feel like I'm a boss lady. I can do this.
Exactly.
I definitely can do this.
And that's pretty much what it boils down to. Now, you were talking about the musical. That's something completely to the left.
Yeah, it is.
Is that still going to happen?
Well, yeah, it's in the works right now.
Okay.
I actually reached out. I have Status Quo on board, and they're going to do a piece.
They're great.
We reached out to Darren Henson, who worked in Soul Food.
Okay,
and he's choreographing a piece. We've spoken to Debbie Allen, and she's given her input on the piece, and Felicia Rashad has mentored me in certain aspects of the production.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but that is more, you know, my inspiration came from working in the industry and getting to see how things come together, you know, all the different facets, you know, of the entertainment industry. So, you know, when I started working with RJ and Tashawn King and the Street Queens, it's like I have a lot to bring to the table to get them out there and spread their name, because I've met so many people through networking.
Yeah, yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Definitely.
You have to network, you have to be, you know, sociable, friendly, and just get to know, you know, who's in your network, who's in your city, you know, and it just, you grow that way. That's the only way to grow.
Yeah. Now, with that said, this is, you know, again, a goal for you guys. How do you feel we can bring that all together and capitalize on our own city? Because I know everyone always goes outside of the city. And mainly sometimes I know people say it's a lot easier to go outside the city to get things established rather than where you're from. Why is that, ladies? Why do you think that is?
Interesting.
Yeah,
it's a very deep-rooted issue.
Yeah, we definitely have to touch on that.
You know, I've dug really deep, even inside of myself, to try to understand what it is about our city that kind of everyone, even though they may be working towards the same purpose, they still kind of seem separated.
Right, exactly.
But I think that the biggest thing is that for everyone to understand that there's enough for everybody.
To eat, yeah.
To eat, you know, to be successful, and not to feel like it's only about you. Because one thing you know about business and networking is that you grow as a business with the people that you work with.
Exactly.
So building those solid solid bonds and those good, you know, business connections is what really makes your business. It's not about haters, and it's not about all this other nonsense that people talk about. It's really about, number one, having your brand is solid. you know, doing good business, being reliable, you know, and being consistent. I think that's one of the strongest things.